stream time. It's stream time, it's stream time. Gather all your friends, it's stream time. That was a reference to Jacksepticeye's It's Meme Time. Man, it's been a while since he did one of those. So let's see who shows up. I'm making my own way over to the chat right now so I can start greeting people. Beezy, are you joking? You're literally the second person to type in the chat. I started streaming less than a minute ago. Hello to Manalasa and Twig Cypher and Cool Kid Real. Get B and Solar to come over. Oh, there's Solar. Hey, Solar. And No Shadow, you are not late. Again, I've been streaming for like 1 minute. But yeah, welcome everyone. Hello, Mango. Oh, you're multi-fan. Okay, that makes sense. Hello, Void Investigator. Alright, well, everyone's arriving. I just gotta kind of rant about something for a moment. So, I earlier today was having like literally the worst period cramps that I've ever had in my life. And like I couldn't even move. I was just like lying in bed all curled up. And I had to take 2 Tylenols just so that I could like actually sit at my desk and stream. And I'm still in quite a bit of pain. Like I keep pressing my fingers against my stomach because I'm in a lot of pain. But Ricochet's birthday is in only 3 days, so I cannot afford to take a day off. I need to... Well, I don't need to get the animation done on time for his birthday, but I really want to. Yeah, why is everyone thinking they're late when the stream just started? I haven't even drawn anything yet. Speaking of which, hey Coral Glasses. Oh, thanks for reminding me to enable slow mode, Beezy. So today I'm going to be drawing Kevin, who is the founder of the Special Forces Sharks. I've been talking about them in the previous few streams, but for those of you who are new here, Special Forces Sharks is a comic created by my best friend Ricochet. It's about like these special agents on Mars, and it's like shark themed, and they're cyborgs, and it's really cool. The current character I'm going to be drawing is Kevin, who's the founder. But let me show you the characters I've drawn before. So, shit, let me disable these for a moment. So let's see. Here we've got, this is Great White, who's one of the agents. She's sort of like the protagonist. Well, not really the protagonist, but she's like the main one of the 3 agents. And then here is Hammer, another one of the agents, and the 3rd one is Tiger. And then here is Caroline, who I believe is a mechanic. And here is her twin sister Claire, who's a secretary. And today I'm going to be drawing Kevin, who is the founder of the Special Forces. Happy birthday, Mango. That's kind of cool. We had Daisy's birthday just yesterday, and now Mango's birthday today. Alright, I'm gonna draw in a moment. Wait, that's dropping now? Oh shit, it dropped already? I just started streaming. My collab thingy that I did just dropped. I'll make a community post. Yeah, I didn't realize that was gonna drop right now. Otherwise, I would have waited a little bit with the stream, but okay. I put it on my community tab. Hey, David. Alright, so I'm gonna draw Kevin now. This is gonna be a bit tricky because unlike with the others, I don't have a proper storyboard for him. I have like I kind of drew like the pose I wanted him to be in, but then I didn't actually draw him. So I'll try, but it's gonna be tricky because with the others I kind of had like already like a sketch I could trace over. With Kevin I do not. Okay. I need this here so I can see what he's wearing. Alright. Okay, that's easy. It's just a black button-up shirt. Good. That is not at all complicated. Alright, I'll start with his neck. He's gonna have a very wide neck. And then I'll do this part of the shirt. No, it goes kind of like this. And then this part comes down either way. It's like this. I'm actually not gonna see the Minecraft movie today, by the way. I know I said yesterday that I was gonna watch the Minecraft movie today again. But I woke up this morning and I was like, oh shit, what the fuck am I doing? I have to work on Ricochet's birthday gift. I don't have time to go watch the Minecraft movie again. When I have this thing to work on. And then I ended up being like unable to leave the house anyway because my period cramps were too bad, but I digress. Alright, so kind of comes like this. And then this comes down here. Now I have red and blue stuck in my head. That's the song that I did the collab for. It's a Gravity Falls fan song by Obsessive Cartoon Drawer. It's the one that goes like, red, blue colors around me, I can't escape what they mean. My world not gonna spoil too much. So like if you want to hear me sing the song, just like watch the video after the stream. I already have like a link to it on my community tab that you can go to after the stream. I'm having a hard time drawing the collar of Kevin's shirt for some reason. It shouldn't be this hard to draw a shirt collar. Why is it this hard to draw a shirt collar? Okay. It needs to be a bit narrower. Maybe a bit like this. Okay, this isn't entirely accurate to the reference, but at least it is recognizable as a shirt collar. That's what's most important, right? And then from here, I can draw the rest of his body. So he's pretty broad. He has like a square body. Let me make these shoulders look more like shoulders. Okay. Okay, I think that'll work. And then we just have a line going down the middle. Oh, that was pretty smooth. And then I'll use the circle tool for the buttons on his shirt. Let me line them up a bit more. There. All right. So luckily, he's just wearing a plain shirt, so that was really easy. The part I'm bracing myself for is the head. It is gonna be easier now that he no longer has a beard. This is like a newer design. This is an older one. Newer design, no beard, but still, I'm still like bracing myself. Look at his neck though. See, like I made sure to give him like a really wide neck. Let me also add the like Adam's apple there. All right. So let me just color pick from here. All of this is the same color. And then I don't know. You know, yeah, I guess it can be, the neck can be a bit darker, but I think the face is going to be a bit like this color, which is like a little bit lighter. But yeah, neck can be darker because it's in shadow. What was that accent? Shadow. What even was that accent? That was weird. Anyway, let me catch up with the chat. Yes, Stan, I do like South Park. Happy late birthday, Twig Cypher. Hello, Zippy Coons. Welcome back. I have a bad case of the oh my god, I cannot stop watching this animating a GIF disease. Yeah, I'm very grateful that y'all keep coming back to watch this. I knew I was gonna do more than one stream, but I didn't expect it to become a series that I would be, you know, like streaming every day until, well, probably not until this is done, because I'm probably gonna finish it on Monday, and I have therapy on Monday, so I won't be able to stream that day. But yeah, like, I didn't think we were gonna end up, it was gonna end up being like a 5-part series, but I'm glad it did. You're half dead with the biggest headache, David. Well, I'm having like period cramps. So I don't know. Pain is hilarious. That's okay, BZ, that you forgot about the comic strip. You can take your time with that. You're doing thisisnotawebsite.com codes in the background. I haven't been there in so long, but I was just thinking about that website earlier. I think the last time I was on there was when I introduced it to Jessica in December. Also, David, you really need to fix your sleep schedule. $3 a.m. That's not good either. I usually go to sleep at around like between 10:30 and 11. Like for me, if I'm still up at 11:30, that's late. Your friends are calling you the human version of the creaking? Why? Hey Void, you're not too late. Three to 4 a.m. BZ? Man, why do y'all have such terrible sleep schedules? And then the roleplay started. This live streaming series is literally half my existence's inspirational motivation. Really, Zippy Coons? Well, in that case, it's too bad it's gonna end soon. But at least then there'll be more Bill videos, I guess. Because then the time I would have spent working on this, I'll instead be working on Bill videos. The pain is keeping you from doing something productive. I had the same problem earlier and I had to take 2 Tylenols, but now I'm just gonna suck it up and do it. I suggest you take like a pain medication. Hello, Happy Bunny. 5 a.m. That is insane. I'm sorry to hear that, Manalasa. Alright, I finally caught up with chat, so I'm gonna go back to drawing now. Alright, so now it's time for the arms. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do just this arm for now. And then just copy, paste, flip it to the other side. Okay. Oh yeah, Kevin has a cybernetic hand. And I thought drawing hands alone was hard. Yeah. This is gonna be a bit of a doozy. because Kevin literally has a cybernetic hand. So what I'll do is I'll just focus on the arms first. Alright. So here's the sleeve. Alright, sleeve. Now we're gonna have the hand sort of from the side. So, like this. Let me put my own hand to the side. Okay, so we need the thumb. The thumb has to go in front like so. I'm like currently using my own hand as a reference. And then the index finger goes like this. And the middle finger, you see a bit sticking out in the back, but it's kind of more like, it's kind of more like a slope. Alright, this will have to do, I guess. Except this is way too small. Let me make this hand bigger. And like so. And it's a bit hard to get the hand proportions right when I don't have the face to compare it to, but I'll just kind of wing it. Even if the hands, I think I'm gonna try to go a bit on the bigger side. Like I feel like in the case of like Kevin in particular, it would be better for his hands to be too big than too small, because he's like a sort of like authoritarian character. And I want it to kind of be tilted a bit. Almost like he's holding an invisible platter, if that makes sense. So I think I want the fingers to curve. The fingers should be curving like down a little bit more. Like this. And you know what? This looks kind of crappy. So let me just use this as sort of like a sketch layer. Alright, let's see. And then I'll trace over it. Because it looks kind of crappy right now. And then also, there should be like this part of the hand coming out from under here. There should be this part of the hand. So the thumb, and it goes like that, like this. All right. Alright, so now I'm gonna turn the opacity down and trace over this. Red, blue colors around me, I can't escape what they mean. Alright, it still doesn't quite look good, but I guess it's good enough. Guess if I were to pass like an invisible line through here, it would go like that. Alright. let me also bend these fingers a little. Alright, I guess that'll do. Alrighty. So, I'll just position this shoulder like so. With this part erased. Actually, no, let me fill it in first. And then erase. Alright. Oh, and also there's like cuffs on the sleeve, so let me add sort of like it's not gonna be too much wider, just like a tiny bit from here to like here. Okay, so now he has cuffed sleeves. All right. I feel like the cuffs could be better, but it's fine. It doesn't matter too much. Like, it's not gonna make or break the design. For some reason now I have Good Luck Babe playing in my head, even though that has nothing to do with what I'm drawing. It's fine. It's cool. You can say that you are nothing, but I know the truth. I guess I'm the fool. With my arms up like an angel through the car sunroof. Didn't want to call it off. Just don't want to call it love. You still want to be the one that I call baby. You can guess 100 boys and bars. Shoot another shot, try to stop the feeling. You can say it's just the way you are. Make a new excuse, another stupid reason. Good luck, babe. Good luck, babe. You have to stop the world just to stop the feeling. Good luck, babe. Good luck, babe. You have to stop the world just to stop the feeling. And you wake up next to him in the middle of the night with your head in your hands. You're nothing more than his wife. And when you think about me, all those years ago, you're standing face to face with I told you so. You know I hate to say it. I told you so. You know I hate to say I told you so. I'm getting a bit carried away. Alright. Let's see. I feel like these arms have to be wider. They're like disproportionately skinny. So let me take them out. select both layers so that I can widen them both at once. And that's not good because it's putting the hands on too. I don't want the hands to be stretched. I only want the arms to be stretched. So let's see if I do this. There we go. So now, let me put this on a different layer for now, actually. So that it's easier to move the hands back into the proper place. Alright, so alright, now the hands. It's a bit, put it like, alright, and then the other hand. And tilt it. Put it underneath. Alright. That's a lot better, I think. But maybe I'll even stretch it a little bit more. And then I should make the hands go out more, I think. Alright. Could be better, but it could also be worse. Now for the head. But first, let me catch up with the chat. Sorry, David, I didn't realize that you had already taken pain medications. Cybernetic, BZ, means like it's made, it's I guess like robotic. So what I was trying to say, which reminds me I still have to alter it accordingly. He has this like robotic arm here. And I have no idea how to draw a robotic arm, but I'm gonna have to try. I assume I could start by putting like maybe things like this wherever like the joints would be. So like Maybe something like this would make it look like a bit more robotic. Maybe if I bring this all the way around and like close that. Alright, and then what'll also help is adding like the colors here. Which looks crappy because I'm coloring it a second time. Hold on. I have an idea. Let me just take all of this. No, okay. I have an idea. I'm gonna select the entire hand and I'm gonna turn the brightness down with tonal correction. And again. Okay, that's probably too far down because then I won't be able to color it properly. What if I do something like this, then take all of this, fill it in. Okay, that looks a lot better. Alright, now, I need to pull up a... It still doesn't look quite right, but let me see if I can find like a proper drawing of Kevin where it's easier to see his hands, because in the reference he has his hands crossed. So I am gonna go back here and find in this drawing it seems I did it kind of right, but in this drawing it seems like it's the other hand that is cybernetic. Oh no, it's both, it seems. I see. So both. Oh crap, I kind of like lagged there for a moment. Both of his hands are cybernetic, so I need to copy this hand over to the other arm. But yeah, again, BZ, cybernetic basically just means like robotic. Like he has like prosthetic robot arms because the characters, the main characters in the Special Forces Sharks are all cyborgs. Okay, so let me replace that. Oops. There. All right. So there are the hands. Wait, there's a little tiny error here with the thumb. Alright, whatever, it's fine. Okay. Let me catch up with chat and then I'll draw the head. Oh, you're into origami, BZ? Half the time I can draw good hands, other half circles. Mood, honestly. That's cool that you made a paper hat, BZ. Oh, and you're gonna put it on the Gosling, and you named the Gosling Bill/Billa Bertha. Oh, that is amazing. BZ, can you do us all a favor, and when you take pictures of your Gosling, instead of just sending them to me in DMs, can you like share them with the whole server? Because I think everyone there would love to see. There's a reoccurring dream passing around where in the dream the person owns 3 of any object. Liam, 2, and 3'em. That's strange, but it does sound like, I don't know. It does sound kind of like maybe something Bill would come up with. But like your description is very vague. Like what are the objects exactly? Yes, Void Investigator, do drop your Billa Bertha drawing. Streamer just doing some peaceful drawing as Billa Bertha the Gosling wears a hat. Honestly, that's how life should be. Just like this is such a, can I just stop for a moment to talk about like what a utopian chat we, or like this whole situation is just like so utopian. It's like this is like I'm like living the dream. You know, like I'm drawing and I'm enjoying myself. I'm drawing a gift for my best friend nonetheless. And meanwhile, Beezy is putting a hat on a Gosling whose name is Billa Bertha. Like, this is, like, the best timeline. Well, that's an exaggeration, but you know, like, can we just stop and think about how lucky we are that we get to be experiencing this situation that we're in right now? Because this is just amazing. Okay, bye, David. Man, he's probably been gone for quite a while now. I'm just now seeing that. I'm glad that you find my singing peaceful and that you love my singing voice. Thank you to all of you who complimented my singing. That is quite the contrasted comments. Manalasa said, listening to Rowan sing is so peaceful. And then immediately after, Zippy-kun said, if I was in character, I think David would be dead. I mean, you just gotta take it in. Like, how lucky are we that this is what we get to do with our free time? Yes, Sage Dragon. I'm using Clip Studio Paint. By the way, welcome to the stream. Very late welcome, though. Oh, that's cool. Void and I were drawing together. I didn't even know. I love when other people start drawing while I'm drawing. Yeah, I'm hoping that I can portray the hands as badass as they actually are in Ricochet's drawings, BZ. But unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. Make a boat empire made of 1,000 boats? That would be an interesting long-term project. I genuinely like to see that. Like, that would be really cool to, like, watch the gradual progress of the growth of the boat empire. Thank you all, for, like, being very enthusiastic about my singing. I had no idea that y'all were, like, saying that in the meantime. Peak cinema, wow. POV, what my parents hear from my room at 3 a.m. Mood. I have this problem where, like, whenever I have insomnia, I start singing, I have to, like, restrain myself so that I'm not singing at full volume. And I didn't even realize that some of y'all started singing along with me. Oh yeah, Superman throwing a car at the void. I had forgotten about that. That's another thing that came from this series. Man, if we're already having this much fun in, like, this little mini-series, can you imagine how fun Art Fight is gonna be? Man, just, like, a little less than 2 months till Art Fight. We are gonna have a blast for the entire month of July. You just cut through 49 pieces of paper? What did you use to do that, BZ? That's an incredible accomplishment depending on what you used. Now, I do like the Mind Electric. I like Hawaii too. Hawaii Part 2 is one of my favorite albums. Hi, Samantha. Very late hi. And yes, welcome to the chaos. You turned the word sleigh into a paper boat? How? I want to see that. Wow, you already finished 6 boats? You're a fast worker. But yeah, BZ, we're all cheering for you. You should share your progress with us. I want to see the the growth of the boat empire. Nine boats. Wow, you're really fast. Solar got transformed into a cat. That is not the craziest thing that has happened to Solar during a roleplay. I'm glad that I can educate you, BZ. Hello, random Ina. Okay, random Ina, watch yourself. Cause like, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I think you're kind of we were having a little bit of kumbaya and you kind of crashed in here and like disrupted the vibe a little bit. Like it's completely uncalled for to just go in here and like slander the web series Ina in favor of the barbecue bitch. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go there. I've been calling her barbecue bitch since 2021. And I turned out to be right. Ina's prophet, whatever. Anyway, I gotta actually focus on getting through the chat because even though this is on slow mode, I still have so many more messages to read before I'm caught up. And yeah, it is a utopia. As I was saying, I get to vibe and be surrounded by whatever the nightmare realm this chat is. Listen to Rowan talk and animate and occasionally kill our eardrums. That's such a funny but accurate description of my streams. Welcome, Slivern. That's too bad you don't have any paper to draw on, but how about you draw Bill, like, in the palm of your hand? So then you can shake your hand and make a deal with him. And I'm glad that you enjoy my singing, Zippy Coons. Art Fight, is an annual art comp. It's like an annual art trading game. I suggest you look it up for more information. It's really cool. You basically like draw people's OCs and they draw yours. It's like a giant art trade. It's so much fun. I like live for Art Fight. Oh, and welcome, Cat. You own 4 cats. I also own 4 cats, Zippy Coons. And Cat, you're like not too late. The stream is maybe like halfway over if I had to guess. Yeah, like Zippy Coon said, not too late to be ashamed about it. Your cat had kittens inside a chair. I'm surprised, but I shouldn't be. That's like typical cat behavior. Yours had a kitten on top of your head. Wow. Your cat must really trust you. And Void, you drew you an investigator fighting. I'm interested to see that. And I'm sorry to hear that, well, I was gonna say I'm sorry to hear that it took pain to remove Bill from your hand, but you know what? Pain is hilarious! Go for it, do it again. I gotta be careful what I say. I'm like an influencer now. Like, I could tell someone to, like, hurt themselves and they'd actually do it. Oh shit, have I ever brought up, I don't think I've ever told y'all this problem I've been having. I gotta start, like, actually drawing so that y'all are more entertained. I've been having this problem where, like, I'd say out of all of the bill submissions, maybe like 1 in every 50 or so contains an actual blood tribute. It is unfortunately fairly common, and I try not to draw too much attention to them because I don't want to encourage it, but it's unfortunately fairly common for like people to send Bill their literal fucking blood tributes in the fan art submissions. Hold on, I can do this better. So they send like a page with like the blood on it, literal blood, actual blood. And I don't want to like draw too much attention to it because I don't want other people to be like, oh, why didn't I think of that? And then like submit like their blood tributes to Bill. And it's just like, I don't know what to do about it because, like, obviously I can't directly address it, or else I have a feeling I'm going to make the problem worse, because then people are going to be like, oh, why didn't I think of that? I'm going to do that too. I'm going to send my blood to Bill Cipher. Yeah, okay, cool, but I don't want like some people coming on and trying to like be like, hey, you need to stop making Bill Cipher videos because kids are hurting themselves and it's your fault. And like I never told people to send me their fucking blood tributes. Like, actually, you know what the fuck, actually? I did not consent to that. I did not consent to the blood tributes. But I don't know how to get people to stop sending them. Because again, I'm worried that if I tell people to stop, then it's just going to have the opposite effect and lead to people sending more. So yeah, that's a problem I've been having lately. And I have no idea how to solve. Is people being way too enthusiastic about the fan art submissions. So yeah, I would really appreciate it if people would stop sending literal fucking blood tributes to Bill Cipher, aka me. So yeah, that's been a problem lately. Well, not even just lately, just like the whole time fan art reactions have been a thing. It's just been a problem since the beginning. I need these guidelines to move up because he's looking up. I need this to be going up like so. And this like that. Okay. Let's see. And then this is going to be a little bit flatter because of the upwards. Okay. The mouth goes here. All right. So we've got the nose. See, I'll just trace this for now. Let me look at chat real quick. I have to admit, there was a time where I did injure myself as a tribute to Bill and thought, wait a sec, this stuff ain't good. Yeah, please don't. I'm saying it now. Clip this. Please don't injure yourself for Bill Cipher. I can't believe I have to say this, but please don't injure yourself and then show me and be all proud of it. That is not what I want to encourage with my content. I want to make a positive change in the world. And that is not the positive change that I want to make, you know? Right, so this is his hairline. Okay. So his mouth, he kind of has like this like smirk. Let me size it up a little bit. Yeah, let me push it up a bit because he's kind of like looking like upwards a little bit. And then we've got the eyebrows like here. He has very bushy eyebrows. like that. Alright, and let's see, they're gonna be kind of like tilted in like this for like a bit of confidence. And I'll size them up too. Copy, paste, flip. Alright. Now the eyes go like here. So again, I'll do like one eye. And see, it kind of goes down like this. I kind of sort of try to copy that expression. Alright, it's looking less uncanny, a lot less uncanny than the practice drawing of Kevin that I did. However, I want to bring this eyebrow inward more. There. Duplicate, flip. Okay, I didn't want all of that to be flipped. I just wanted the eye. There we go. And I think I want to make his smile a little bit wider. There we go. And bring the head down a little. So there's his hairline. Okay, now I gotta add his ears. So they start around here where the eyes are, and then they come back in like that. All right. And they go sort of like that. Okay, so now let me put that on the other side. There. So now all that's left is the hair. I think I'm going to actually redraw the smirk so that it's a bit more, so it's a bit more like triangular. Like in the reference, it's like kind of triangular, like so. There we go. Let me read chat real quick. How is it your fault? I was worried that that they did it because of the fan art reactions specifically. Cause like if it weren't for that series, they wouldn't have had the option to present a tribute to Bill Cipher in the first place. You should act like Bill is queasy about blood at some point. That would be completely out of character. It wouldn't remind him of his parents because Euclidean blood is more resemblant to static. In fact, that's the reason why Bill has a phobia of static, is because it resembles Euclidean blood. But, you know, human blood looks nothing like that. And it would be extremely out of character for Bill to be scared of human blood. Or, like, nauseated by it or anything. And even within my own portrayal of Bill, I've already had him react very positively to, like, cartoon gore. So that would just be, like, extremely out of character. Yeah, like Twig said, like Bill doesn't really get queasy, and everyone knows that. Oh yeah, NSFW drawings were a problem too in the past. And there was in fact a dissected frog in one of the submissions, like an actual real life dissected frog with its organs on display. And it's okay, Daisy. You don't have to apologize for being late. "15 boats. Good job, Beezy." Anyone else here working on a series? Me. I'm working on a book series. I'm currently editing the first book out of the trilogy. Let me see. And I've actually been working on this series since I was... Crap, I drew the torso on the wrong layer. Hold on. I've been working... So, as I was saying, I've been working on this series since I was 15. And I haven't even published the first book yet, but I'm hoping I will someday. Some sunny day. And I'm actually currently looking for beta readers, but it's been really difficult finding beta readers because a lot of people are busy with other things. Kevin's hair is like almost black. It's like brown with like black highlights. And then he has like orange eyes. Does he have like white pupils? I don't know. There he doesn't. I think he might have white pupils. I'm not entirely sure, but I think he might have white pupils. If you look at like the eye reference here, I think this is for the eyes. There's like, it's like orange, purple, and white. Does he have purple? I don't see any purple there. I don't know. I'm just gonna assume he has white pupils. I just realized I forgot to color the whites of Caroline's and Claire's eyes. I'm gonna do that in a moment. Let's see. Let me keep catching up with the chat. You've got both a YouTube series and a book series in the works. Being overworked for life. Agreed. I love overworking myself, and I genuinely mean this. Like, I absolutely love overworking myself. Are his entire eyes orange? Why does he have pupils here, but then here it looks like his whole eyes are orange? Was that changed? See, because the thing is, these character designs are constantly evolving, you know? Like, Kevin especially has gone through a lot of changes. I remember when he used to be an owl. I'm just going to like take my best guess and assume based on the newer drawing that he does have like separate irises and pupils. And then I'm gonna assume he has like white pupils. Oh, that doesn't quite look right. But that's the only colored image of Kevin that I can find. Oh yeah, and I also have to add the face markings. Let me do that real quick. But yeah, I love overworking myself because then I don't have to focus on like my other problems, like for example grief and heartbreak and you know, like shit like that just pulls me down. I instead just like to like overwork myself, but then eventually I do get burnt out and then I have to focus on everything at once, and that really sucks. But luckily, for the time being, I've managed to recover from the burnout, which means that I can continue overworking myself. But anyway, good for you, doing both a book series and a YouTube series. Wait. This kind of bends like this. But yeah, I wish you success in your series. Both of them. The escapade of the omniverse, is that how you describe escapism, BZ? Or, oh no, is that a series you're writing? Sorry, I got confused for a moment. You're animating a series based on Gravity Falls and object shows? A lot of people here would probably be interested in it. Ippy Coons. What is an after vision? You got jump scared by Kevin's face on the TV. I'm gonna tell Ricochet, after I show him the gift, I'm gonna tell him that I did a whole series working on it. And when I tell him that, if I remember, I'm gonna tell him that you got jump scared by Kevin. I bet he'll find it funny. Did you comment anything rude, unfunny, or very targeted to or about anyone in the recent minute? I don't think so. On the contrary, I think you were like being really nice. Like you were like giving motivation to BZ and like asking people about their series and whatnot. You were being like quite pleasant. But yeah, hey again, Slytherin. I'm finally starting to catch up with chat, I think. It's cool that the chat actually talks to each other. Like, I'm really glad I've been able to cultivate this community. But yeah, I also get that. I also am accidentally rude or like even just make people uncomfortable very often. And I also need people to keep me in line. I'm very sorry to hear you had a panic attack, Daisy. I'm glad that you're feeling better now. Why don't you ask us to beta read? I did over Discord. I put up an announcement in my Discord server asking people to beta read. And I only got 2 beta readers from that. And only one of them has actually been reading. You made 51 boats. That is insane. That's amazing, Beezy. Keep up the great work. It's somewhat concerning the amount of people in the chat who aren't doing very chill. I think that's just life. Like, life sucks more often than not. Community boating? Making armies of boats? That would be so cool. If we had, like, for this channel specifically, just a whole bunch of boats. That would be really cool. And yes, I always use Ricochet's art for the references because I'm drawing his characters. That's like the whole thing is that I'm animating his characters for his birthday. I still gotta draw Kevin's hair, but I want to catch up with the chat before doing that. But yeah, of course I'm using his art for reference because those are his characters. No problem, Zippy Coons. But yeah, it would be so cool if we just started a community project where people just try to make as many, like, cumulative boats as possible. You want to eat Ricochet's art? I think a lot of people do. And I'm glad that you're feeling motivated to write Zippy Coons. And then the cast started. I grew this community like a bunch of potatoes. Thanks. You want to eat Ricochet's art. Yeah, I think a lot of people do. He has like extremely high quality art, especially considering how he's fairly young. Like, he's turning 23. And like some of this is old. Like this one, I think. This one is like at least a year old. Like, he was probably like my age when he made this. Just absolutely insane how skilled he is. Also, can you please stop spamming the cat? Um, I have a lot of back reading to do in between drawing, and it's harder to like go through like when there's a lot of spam. But yeah, the boat army would be really cool. Slivern, you have a crush on Ricochet's art? Well, I have a crush on Ricochet. I don't know how many people here already knew that. Anyway, apparently Void lost an arm. This chat is very chaotic. And I don't know what you're thanking me for, Slivern, but you're welcome. Will y'all discuss like the cat tax and whatever that's causing people to lose arms apparently? I'm gonna keep drawing. All right, I'm gonna put this back into the head thing here now. See what's the layer 13. All right, hair time. It kind of comes up to like a soft point in the middle, kind of like that. And then, let's see, we've got this. Then it sort of comes down to here. And then we've got these tufts of sorts. Around the ear. They need to be a bit closer to the ear, I think. Sort of like that. And then we've got this hair coming up on the side, almost like it's almost like devil horns actually. It goes to like here. think this needs to be a bit taller. Not too tall because it's sort of like an upwards perspective, but yeah, like that. And he has like this very dark brown hair. All right. So there's Kevin. One more thing I want to do is make his neck a bit wider. Because, like, as you can see in the reference, he has, like, a very wide neck that goes from, like, here. So let's see how that looks. Oops. I forgot I have to connect these in the back. Wait. All right, that'll work. And then I feel like maybe his head is a little bit too big, so let me size it down just a little bit. There. All right, animation time. So I think his torso and head are gonna stay in the same place pretty much. It's going to be his arms that move a lot. Wait, how do I reset this? Hold on. I think it's like this. No. I need to get one where it's like here. All right. There we go. So then I need to move these to the shoulders. Okay, so again, this is going to be sort of like the last part. So let's see. Loud music warning in 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm going to do it again. Alright, so it goes like here. Alright, I'm gonna play the music again one more time. 1, 2, 3. Alright, one more time. 3, 2, 1. All right. Got it. So this is probably going to be around here. Let me check the previous patterns. Yeah. All right, so the arms are going to start out upwards and pointed inwards. And what I'm going to do actually is I think what I'm going to do is his arms are going to his arms are initially going to like cover his face. So it'll start like this, with his arms sort of being in the air. And then they'll like come down. I'll show you, oops. Show you what I have in mind very shortly. Why do I keep moving that? Trust the process. Okay, so I'm gonna make like a duplicate of this arm that's gonna go here. And then in this version, I'm gonna erase this extra part. Oh, I erased just a tiny bit too much. All right. Just a little more. There we go. And then the other thing I'm going to do is I am going to bend this part of the arm so that it's like nearly at a 90-degree angle. So yeah, I'm gonna bend it like so. At this part down here, fill that in. And then, perfect. All right. So now I'm gonna do the same for the other arm. So take this layer, duplicate it, put it here, And then have this layer. Yeah, so that part, that top part of the shoulder here has to be erased. All the way down to like here. A little more. And also got to erase all this so that the collar doesn't get covered up. Oh, I erased a bit too much there. Okay, actually, you know what? It's fine. It's only gonna be like this for like one frame anyway, so it doesn't have to be perfect, and there's low contrast as well. So yeah, again, doesn't have to be perfect. If I focus on making it perfect, I'm not going to get it done on time. I'm really trying to, you know, like carefully balance the quality and the quantity here, which is tricky when I'm on such a tight schedule. Let's see. It's not going down far enough. Yeah, I didn't think it was. It has to be more like a 90-degree angle, like so. That arm just won't come down far enough. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna make it work. Oh crap. Why is this? I did the thing again, didn't I? Where I cut, yeah, I accidentally cut everything. Wait, there we go. Frick. Yeah, I have to do this all over again. Actually, no, I don't have to do this all over again because I have a thing I can do. Alright, so I'm gonna take this arm out. And then I'm going to take this arm out. I'm going to select these both. I'm going to copy both layers. Then I'm going to hit undo to before all this was messed up. So I think like around here. Let me see if I enable this, is everything. Yeah, okay. Now I'm going to paste. These arms are now back, even though I've undid the drawing of them. So it's almost like a time travel thing. And so now I can put them back in place. Hold on, let me rename in timeline order. And that'll be number 13. And then oh darn, that one didn't transfer, I don't think. Alright, it's fine. This one wasn't quite lined up anyway. But at least I don't have to redo the other one. I did it again. Okay, I want to select just this one. I hate how it automatically selects every single layer. Like, why? Why would I want to move every single layer in this folder? Alright, so now form a point for the elbow. Fill this in like so. There we go. Now his hands are actually covering his face properly. So then they're going to move like so to like uncover his face. So then I also want to create an in-between where the arms are kind of at a halfway point between the previous two. So let me duplicate this again, put it halfway between. So like it's 78. Enable onion skins. Select all of this. Put it halfway between. Fill in the elbow. Paint bucket. And there. Now it goes like that. Now let me do the same for this one. we've got that one selected. Go by the joint here. Move it to the halfway point. Add in the elbow. Fill this in. And now let's see how it looks. All right. I'm getting kind of hungry. All right, let me reposition the arms so that they align properly. Also, I gotta erase more of this. So you know what I'll just do? Turn on the onion skins. And then it can like show me how much to erase maybe. So let's see. Okay, that's a little too far, so let's see, like so. Okay, yeah, that's fine, I guess. Now let's see the other one, because this isn't lined up properly at all. And I gotta erase more here as well. Till right about here, I think. There we go. That's pretty good. And then I gotta redo these. Okay, so on this side, I gotta bring this down a little here, and this down a little here, and then this part is good. And then for this side, I gotta bring this down quite a bit here, and then this down here, and then down. So yeah, so he like shows his face and then extends his arms like that. All right. And I also want to add a little bit of like animation to his face. Like I want to have it so that until here, like his eyes are closed and his like smirk isn't as wide. So let me make like a variant. Oops. Hold on. There. So yeah, his and then I can use I don't know why the onion skin isn't working from here to there, but it's fine. I think I can like remember the placement. Okay, yeah. And then the eyes are going to be closed. Okay, I'll just have it be like the same, to the same extent as the eyebrows. And then I need to be like a little off the sides here. Alright, that should be good. And then I'm gonna create like an in-between frame for this. Okay, I think what I'll have to do is sort of like eyeball it, because it isn't letting me do, like I guess I could erase it like this and then add the skin back on after. So that would be kind of like this. And add this back around. Man, I must be so far behind in the chat. I just remembered that like I kind of like low-key forgot I was streaming this. I must be so far behind with the chat. All right, and then the eyes. I'm just gonna bring the lids down like so. And then color this. do these. And I also gotta strengthen these lines again. Alright, and here I need to add the lines too. Okay, this actually looks kind of cool. Alright, I think it may actually be done. So I'm gonna check the chat again, and then we'll see how the final thing went, how it turned out. Oh, it's getting dark in here. Crap, I didn't even realize. I gotta catch up with chat. I am so far behind. Oh yeah, so when I left, there was something going on with the cat tax. Oh, sorry, for, not calling you by the right name, Silver. I hadn't realized. This chat is truly bizarre. The peak of chaos. Agreed. If Manalasa lose an arm or a hand, she probably would replace it with the collection of hands she has in her closet. And the void would just shapeshift it back. I like how there's like nobody here who's a human. BZ, I don't think the Enderman is a bad hear me out. Like personally, I'm not attracted to them, but like I do have a soft spot for them, and I can see how somebody would be attracted to them. And I can also understand the planet Venus to some degree, although my favorite is Pluto. But like, you know, Venus was literally like the goddess of beauty. So like it's not really much of a stretch. I thought you had a hear me out on that one character whose name is the space between a letter. What do you mean by that? Let's see, we're just talking about noodle fingers. I'm glad that I was able to comfort you, Daisy, especially considering that you've been going through a lot. It's funny how humanity has searched for the perfect utopia for many a year, and yet we have finally found it in mayonnaise noodle fingies. I mean, if that's what makes you happy, and then there's nothing wrong with it, you know, like a lot of people have like these ambitious dreams, but I think often we can find enjoyment in the little things. And I'm sorry about the music startling you, Twig. If you are having qualms, you know what you are doing. You worried that it might not be right, says the boat. How is the boat talking to you? Mayonnaise noodle fingies is the best collection of words that can exist in your mouth besides the words Bill and Cipher. Bill Cipher! Bill Cipher! Sometimes when I get bored, I just say Bill Cipher over and over because I find it stimmy. Bill Cipher! Alright, I'll move on now. Twinkie Bar Bill has become a vocal stim for you? That is terrible. I wonder what a collection of every single one of Chad's vocal stims would sound like. That would be interesting, like if everybody submitted a clip of them stimming and I just compiled them together so that they would all play at once. Chai once said her character is going to call my character Jill. Really, Void? Why Jill? The Gosling pooped on your brother? That is hilarious. Billa Bertha literally took a dump. That's what I was thinking. She's taking revenge on BZ's bad brother. I'll bet you on my cat's life for tomorrow that we all meet in every universe or other existence form. Well, unfortunately, your cat is gonna die tomorrow because that is statistically impossible. Welcome back, David. Sorry for the very delayed welcome back. I still have a lot of chat to catch up on. I'm glad to hear that you're feeling better, David. They're voice chatting on Discord. Sorry to disappoint again, Zippy Coons. You fell asleep, Void Investigator? Have you been sleep deprived or something? Yeah, sorry, but the voice chat is on Discord. David's got a green name with a star because he's a channel member. And if you want a green name with a star, you can do so as and get like other benefits too by becoming a channel member, which would be really cool. You're picking up on animation from these lives. That's great, BZ. I'm glad I've been able to help you there. I'm learning the effects of having a gosling from this live chat. Yeah, that's like the side plot that's been ongoing for like this whole mini series. Follows you, likes grass, craps on your enemies. Sounds like a good deal to me. I did not know that geese had teeth. And their tongues, too. That's crazy. Oh, your book is almost done, Zippy Coons? Congratulations. Cherry draws. There won't be any more fan art reaction videos until after Ricochet's birthday. His birthday is in just 3 days, and I really need to finish this animation. Well, I don't need to finish it in time for his birthday, but I really want to finish it in time for his birthday. I really want to. I think this shoulder could be positioned better. Hold on. Let me fix this. There we go. It was a bit dislocated before. Yeah, I'm sorry, Cherry, but you're gonna have to be patient. Also, going forward, there will only be 1 or 2 fan art reaction videos a week because I don't want to get burned out again. Oh, Manalasa, your character is human. For some reason, that didn't sink in, probably because of the hand collecting thing. You're drawing Void throwing rocks at you. That's funny. Hola, Uni. Ew, a has-been hotel OC? Why would he even bother having a has-been hotel OC? He's being hated on for no reason, you say, as he's a has-been hotel OC? When did the sky get dark? Well, it's not like dark yet, but like all of a sudden in my room, like it's like kind of dim because the sun is like getting low in the sky and my office window is facing east, roughly. I got a bunch of people saying Bill Cipher. I hadn't even realized. Man, I started a whole thing. Bill's really cool. I like him so much. Agreed. Unfortunately, I have seen a few of the inappropriate Squirrel Boy drawings. Zippy Coon said, I have to be honest, even if Weird Mageddon was happening and my limbs were being ripped off, I'd be on Bill's side. He's cool. Agreed. I wish Weird Mageddon would happen. You had the stim. It's funny how dumb you are. Honestly, you know what's a stim of mine? Weird Mageddon! I'm sorry to hear that your dad wasn't supportive of your stim, Zippy Coons. Oh, you fell asleep during the roleplay yesterday. I didn't know that. Hello, Kara, if you're still here. I can't believe you're almost done with your book. Is this like you're finishing writing it, or Like, and you still have all the editing to do, or are you done? Are you gonna be done editing too? Because if it's the latter, then you've gotten way further than I have. Oh, man, I completely missed Kara. I feel bad. I didn't address her while she was here and she already left. Spanish jump scare? Yeah, I'm bilingual. I can't believe you actually liked the show, David. Like, I genuinely don't understand what is likable about Hazbin Hotel. Void, you and Investigator have a very strange friendship. But honestly, it's kind of giving henchmaniacs. Alex better start Weird Mageddon for all of us. I don't think Alex realizes how much power he has because of Bill. Like, Alex could tell his fans to overthrow the government in the name of Bill Cipher, and some of them would actually do it, you know? I don't think Weird Mageddon is going to go well for you, considering you're the one who made the BILLFORD kiss drawing happen. Well, it wasn't me. It just was, I think it was honestly just a coincidence, because when they first started the stream, they couldn't see the donations. So instead of taking requests from donations, they took requests from the chat. The chat was spamming BILLFORD. And then the fact that it was a kiss was just a lucky coincidence. I don't think that they even saw my donation until after that drawing was made. Weird Mageddon echoes through your house. That's fun. Yeah, I guess I can see how that one particular stim wouldn't be good in public. Should we all just go outside and shout Weird Mageddon to be funny? I'm going to read an excerpt from the Book of Bill to answer your question. Yes, I have a Book of Bill in arm's reach. I usually do. Weird Maversary. Remember the magic of seeing a millionaire get his face rearranged? Relive that moment each year with Weird Maversary. To celebrate, simply do one upsettingly weird thing, something no one's ever done before, ideally in public. Just don't forget a Weird Maversary present for that special someone in your life. So, as you can see, right in the Book of Bill, it says that yes, you should go outside and scream Weird Mageddon randomly, preferably on Weird Maversary. But while you're at it, don't forget to get someone a gift. And there you have it, right from the book. And it's okay, with the typo Zippy Coons. I'm not upset at all. Remember, children, axolotls suck, Bill's awesome, Bill's not a Dorito, and no BILLFORD. You break these rules and you will face eternal torment. Well, guess I am gonna face eternal torment then. But I still want Weird Mageddon to happen. Eating railroads now? Holy crap, that roleplay escalated. You searched up Bill's ex on Google and it said William Afton. That's an even worse take than the game theory Jesselbrom video, and that's saying a lot. Man, it's gonna take me so long to catch up with this chat. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to stream consistently because this is honestly really overwhelming, especially considering how hungry I am. Like, this stream has been going for like almost 2 hours. Holy crap. And most of it has just been me trying to catch up with the chat. Okay, I gotta focus. Where was I? I hope I'm not boring you because you've just been staring at the same frame for like a long time now because I'm done. I just gotta catch up with the chat first. BZ said, I get red when I misspell something easy to spell. So you get your own red paint on yourself? Corpse Train! I don't have the Book of Bill, and every day without it tears apart my soul. I'm so sorry to hear that. I really hope that you get access to a Book of Bill soon. What do you mean by me finally being on the same layer page? Eternal torment, here I come! Mood. Hello, Watcher's Bane. Hello, Happy Bunny. I'm going to wrap up the stream, but right now I'm catching up with a huge chat backlog, so I've just been chatting for like the last, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes. I finished the animation. I'm literally just chatting with people now. You made a Bill Sona of my profile picture. Cherry, can you please delete it? I feel very uncomfortable when people combine my Ina Sona with Bill in any way, or crossover like Ina with Bill. I don't like those two separate fandoms being combined, because they're both like comforts for me, but in very different ways, and I don't want them touching. So I'd appreciate if you could delete that drawing. And if you want to draw my Bill Sona, I do have a Bill Sona design that I've made myself. If you look in the description of my Bill videos, in the FAQ section, there's a link to the video with my Bill Sona in it under the question, what happened to Rowan? So if you want to draw my Bill Sona, please draw that one instead. Please don't draw my Ina Sona possessed by Bill or anything like that with like the Ina, because those are like very separate stories to me that I used to like process like different parts of my life, and like mixing them up it would not be good for me mentally. So yeah, please delete the drawing you made and make a new one, if that's not too much of a hassle for you. You don't have to make a new one, actually. Just as long as you delete the drawing you made, I'll be fine. Oh, bye, BZ. And yes, red paint mentioned right before you left, apparently. Thank you for understanding, Cherry. Okay, good. My mom brought me a snack. I'm so hungry. Alright. We should make Weird Anniversary a thing. Which date should we select? Do the anniversary of Weird Mageddon airing, I think. Or, like, whatever is, like, the canon date of Weird Mageddon. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I think there's a canon date that Weird Mageddon took place. So, like, whatever that is should be Weird Anniversary, obviously. Thank you for the reassurance that you're not bored, Sippy Coons. By same layer page, I meant the same default layer of chat texts. I'm sorry, but I still don't know what that means. Oh, you decided on every day being Weird Anniversary. I didn't see that. Sorry. I'm so close to catching up. Holy crap, I'm so close to finally catching up, and then I can end this stream. I'm eating Pirate's Booty. They're a kind of corn puffs. Yeah, unfortunately we are humans. So we have to eat to survive. And, the reason they don't sound like chips is because they're corn puffs. I'm sorry, but I would share with you if I could, but I can't because we're not together in person. Twig, Cypher, and David actually act like Ford and Bill if they were on the internet. Honestly, I can see that. Oh, and I just saw Twig's message saying, I love this chat, we are so chaotic. I agree. I love how this chat is just so, like, free-spirited and everyone's just, like, completely unmasked. Yeah, the Weird Mageddon anniversary to me should be the big Weird Anniversary day where we actually, like, prepare, you know, like, have, like, a party and everything. It feels so nice to be here. I'm glad you feel that way, Daisy. The only difference is they're not both trying to get each other dead. Well, not yet, anyway. And now, at long last, I have finally caught up with the chat. Which means we can finally see how this animation that I finished quite a while ago turned out. And I'm glad that I've created a safe space for you. That was like one of my goals, so I'm really glad I've accomplished that. And yes, Twig, you do act a little like Bill. I have to be completely open when I say this. I'm genuinely convinced that something like heaven has fallen into this channel, and that's why it's so good. That That is so ironic considering y'all, like, most of y'all came here because of a literal demon. This isn't heaven, it's Bill Cipher. I'm glad that you're enjoying it here, Zippy Coons and Void. You're welcome, Daisy. Oh, and people are echoing Bill Cipher again. I forgot about that habit that y'all have. Oh, and now the X's are fighting. Wonderful. My channel is Weirdmageddon! Holy crap, you're right! We've had Weirdmageddon all along! Wow! We've had Weirdmageddon all along. Wow! That's amazing. I say, as I'm looking up at, like, the giant Bill portrait that I got a few days ago. We love Bill. We love Bill. We love Bill. The internet's Weirdmageddon home space. This is awesome. I can't believe we created Weirdmageddon. We actually did it! We actually did it! Weirdmageddon! Bill is with us now. He's in each and every one of our hearts and minds. More minds, though. Indeed. This is the best Nightmare Realm hole ever made. You know it. Maybe the real Weirdmageddon was the friends we made along the way. No, but that's actually true. That's, like, actually the case here. The real Weirdmageddon is the friends we made along the way. We love Bill, we all say in unison. Anyway, let's finally watch this this animation that I made, because I'm really curious to see how it turned out. So, this is from today. Okay, I think it looks good. See? Look at that. Watch this. That looks cool. It's very quick. Oh, sorry, I forgot to give you the music warning. Well, it's, I'm about to play it again, so, music warning. Okay, now, y'all ready to see the entire animation from the beginning? We're getting a lot of music now, just a warning. Cherry, why did your mom take away your potato chips? That's rude. Anyway, let me show you now the full animation, and then I'm gonna finally wrap up the stream, because it's been over 2 hours. It's actually coming together really well! Holy shit, this is like low-key fire! Look at this, I'm cooking! Isn't that amazing? It's meme for Ricochet's birthday. Oh, I really, really hope that it's up to his standards. I want to, like, the gift, especially because the gift he made me for my birthday was so good and it made me so happy. And so I want to do the same for him. I just want to make him really, 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 really happy. I just want him to see it and be like, wow, this is amazing that this was made for me. And just be, like, really happy. Oh, but it's hard because he's so much better at this than me. So, like, but I'm going to try. I'm going to work my ass off to get this high quality and in time for his birthday. Alright, let me catch up with the chat one last time and then end off the stream. The friends we made along the way are the heart and soul of Chaotic Weirdmageddon. That's so true. It's true. It's literally true. And yes, we all love Bill, and I'm glad you like the animation Zippy Coons. And I'm glad that you were able to make friends through this channel, Watcher's Bane. Like, my main goal in life is to make a positive change in the world, and this channel has already done so much of that, and I just can't believe, like, all of the positive things that have come from it. And thank you all for the compliments on the animation. I appreciate the encouragement. They cook, they slay, they bill, they ruin. Yeah, I mean, Bill really is like just like another aspect of myself. When I impersonate Bill, it's really just more like I'm shifting into like a different aspect of my own personality. But yeah, I'm glad that y'all are so enthusiastic about the animation. I'm so excited for Ricochet's birthday so I can finally show him. It's been hard keeping this a secret just because I'm like, I want to show him what I've done because I'm so proud of myself. But like, he specifically told me when I asked what he wanted for his birthday, he said he wanted it to be a surprise. So I'm trying to like keep things under wraps, reveal as little as possible. Hope that he doesn't notice I'm doing these live streams. He is subscribed to my channel, so he could be seeing these in his subscription box, but I'm hoping he's not. I'm just hoping he's not. I think if he did, he probably would have said something about it already. So I think I'm getting away with this. I see Twig is completely embracing Bill with those insults and threats. I'm glad you made friends here, Daisy. I like the in-character argument that's just going on in the background. Yeah, I agree, Cherry. You should rewind it. Actually, I'm about to end the stream, so if you'd like, you can just wait till it ends and then rewatch the last few minutes. Or even just rewatch the whole stream. You know, just go watch the whole thing, please. And then you can see a lot more content. It can keep you occupied while you wait for the fan art submissions to reopen. And I'm really glad I was able to have such a big positive impact in your life, Manalasa. And I'm glad I've inspired you, Void. That means a lot to me. And Void Investigator. Wow, both of the Voids got inspired by me. Thank you. That means a lot to me. Welcome back, Beezy. I'm about to finish off the stream. I've never felt so honored to have met you and become your friend. Wow, thank you so much, Daisy. Wow, I'm glad that I inspired you, Zippy Coons. Good luck animating. And I'm glad I've helped you develop your characters, Watcher's Bane. Wow, I've done so much. Thank you all for like showing and telling me like how much has happened, all the good things that have happened because of my channel. That's so amazing. Like, it makes me think maybe there's hope for me to no longer be a terrible person. But yeah, I'm glad I've been able to motivate you, Void Investigator. And I'm just glad that I've been able to make a positive change for all of you. Thank you, Daisy. Alright, y'all want the Bill outro? Alright, in that case, that's what you'll get. Even though this wasn't even a Bill-related stream, but I guess we were talking about Bill. But so, okay, I'll do it. I'll do it. In honor of this weird Mageddon that we have created together. I'm glad you enjoyed the stream, Twig. And I'm really glad that you and Chai were able to meet, Void. I've seen how you two both make each other very happy. I'm one of your wills to live. Wow. Thank you. That's like probably one of the best compliments I've ever received in my life. I didn't realize I meant so much. Thank you all for reminding me. If I had never found this channel, I fear what could have happened. Oh, Beezy, that makes me wish I could give you a hug. Like, I don't usually feel like hugging strangers, but like now that I know you better, like I wish I could give you a hug. I could literally make a list of everything, how much Rowan made my life much more better. Wow. Your channel just kept me going and convinced me to keep drawing. Wow. So like everyone here just had like a huge like increase in life quality because of my channel. That's crazy. Wow. Well, thank you all for being here for me. Like, I don't have much exposure to the outside world, so this is my, for the most part, this is like almost my entire social life. So thank you all for being here for me as a community, and for telling me all these things, because, you know, I struggle with my self-worth, and I think maybe the more I realize that I'm doing good, maybe I'll finally start believing that I am actually a good person. Well, we'll see. I'm glad I've made you happy, Void. I'm glad I've improved your life, Void Investigator. You're making a list for me, Beezy? Wow. And Zippy Coons, you're agreeing with Happy Bunny. So I'm like multiple people's wills to live. That's insane. Wow, now the chat has just turned to people giving me compliments. Holy crap. Thank you. I'm glad you found my channel too, Manolasa. And I'm glad that I'm motivating you to make content, Cherry. If you haven't already, I say go for it. You're not a good person because you're an awesome person and the word good is too tiny for how cool you are. What the heck is going on right now? This is insane. You are all insane. Wow. I'm so glad that I've been able to manhappify y'all. Words can't describe how happy I feel when I'm here. Wow, I didn't realize it was like to that extent. Like, I knew y'all enjoyed my content, but like I didn't realize it meant that much to y'all. And this isn't even a Bill video. This was just me animating a GIF for my friend with my friend's characters who you aren't even familiar with. Insanity is your specialty. Mood. I'm glad that you've been able to find people to roleplay with through the channel Watcher's Bane, and that you've like started posting. Like, wow. I'm so glad, you know, that I've been able to found this community. The friends we made along the way. This channel made me the happiest I could ever be. Really, Void Investigator? This channel of all things? That's crazy. If it weren't for you, the only person who would have the knowledge of Manolasa would be just me and my bestie. Well, I'm glad that you have this community to share your character with. We're all a little mad here, and that's okay. Yeah. That's what's so cool, is that, like, we're all insane, and we can just all be insane together. I genuinely don't know where the hell I would be if this channel was never made. This channel really does help a lot of people, me included. Yeah, I had no idea that this channel was wow. Like, real, I'm like speechless. Holy, how do I even respond to this? He had a blast playing Dress to Impress. I don't feel the same amount of joy I do when watching this channel. That's crazy. I don't even know how I'm doing it. That's, wow. I'm so glad. I'm glad that I've been able to make you all so happy. I don't even know how I'm doing it, but I'm so glad that that's how it turned out. This is a dream come true. This is my biggest dream come true. Thank you all so much. I'm glad that I've helped you become more confident, Beezy. And that you now know more people. That's so wonderful. And thank you, Kat. You're doing it just because you're so cool. That's crazy. Usually the thing I do without even thinking is like create negativity, and I have to try really hard to reverse it. So like, This is a really strange turn of events that I'm just like creating all this positivity by accident. I didn't even know that I could do such a thing, much less by accident. Cypher SMP was fun. I hope someday I'll be able to return to it, but right now I'm still like emotionally scarred. Thank you, Cherry. But yeah, thank you all for being my community. I really appreciate you all. I'm gonna play the animation one more time. Once again, a warning for the sound, the music, the very loud music. It's gonna jump scare you in 3, 2, 1. That actually looks so epic. Wow. I really hope Ricochet's gonna like it. Y'all remember when I made the post announcing that I broke up with Ina, and one of the things I mentioned was that I had fallen in love with a real person? Yeah, that's him. Um he knows about my feelings. He doesn't reciprocate them, but that doesn't really matter, you know, like I'm still very happy with our friendship. It makes me so happy. And I hope that I can make him as happy as he makes me. At least you know that if the whole world were against you, we'd stand by your side. Well, that's kind of how it's going, BZ. Like, it really does feel like the whole world is against me a lot of the time. So this community really means a lot to me. I'm glad we were able to help you achieve your dream since you helped mine. Wow, I helped you achieve your dream? You like that? So Manalasa says in your channel different things happen every time and it's fun. Well, yeah, I do have quite the variety channel. I'm glad that you like it. It feels so utopian that we all just clicked on a video of this channel at some point, and now we've ended up tangled in this amazing little web of the internet where we don't have to hide our quirks. That's amazing. Like, I managed to, I don't know, it's like when I first created this channel, I was lonely and I wanted a community, and then I just kind of ended up creating exactly the community I wanted, and I'm honestly getting emotional. Like, I kind of feel like crying, because this is exactly what I've wanted like my whole life, and now not only have I found it, but I'm the one who made it. Oh man, I'm tearing up now. Sorry for jump scaring you, BZ. And I'm glad that thank you for the compliments on the animation to all of you who gave me compliments. I'm glad that you like it. Would be like the Avengers protecting you from negativity. You already are. This stream has already done so much for me. You have no idea. Like, thanks to this one particular live stream, I'm gonna be reevaluating how I see myself as a person. Y'all have no idea. This could be like a big turning point in my life that just happened because of all of you. I'm glad that you no longer feel secluded, Watcher's Bane. And I do agree that the whole world sucks, Zippy Coons. That's why I wanted Weirdmageddon so bad. But at least we get a little bit of Weirdmageddon here. Our own little Weirdmageddon. I'm glad that you feel like you belong here, Daisy. I'm glad you feel more free to be yourself, Watcher's Bane. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Cherry. Like, why is Zippy calling this a little hole of purity when the whole thing centers around worshipping Bill Cipher? And I'm glad that you feel like you have a place to belong. The funny thing is that, like, the way you feel, like Void Investigator and, like, the others who've recently said similar things, that's how I feel about my own channel. And I'm glad you have a safety net now, Beezy. Again, it's like the same thing for me. Like, I actually have people here who appreciate me. Like, and I can literally, like, just be myself. Like, it's weird because I'm not even in character right now and you still appreciate me. That's so weird. Wow. Thank you, Daisy. I'm not used to feeling good about myself, though. So it just feels weird right now. And I'm glad that you can be yourself here, Manalasa. I'm glad that you all have like a safe space here. This is exactly what I wanted when I created my channel. Actually, it's even better than I could have imagined. This means so much to me. Thank you all for being here. And I'm glad that I helped you speak more to other people, Void. It's just amazing that everyone all of a sudden is like talking about like all the good things I've done. That's so weird. Like, why are you suddenly having like an intervention to talk about me being a good person? I'm glad that I've been able to help you feel valid, Daisy. Wow, you've been around for a long time, Happy Bunny. Like several months now. And you too, Void. Thank you both for... Thank you all, actually, just for being here. For like the sort of like the journey of this channel, no matter when you joined, I'm just glad that you've been here. You're welcome, Manalasa. And you're welcome, Watcher's Bane. This is like being lost in space, but I at least have a star to look at. Wow, Beezy, that's so poetic. Let's see. I just searched up your name on the internet and there's piles and piles of fan art? What? I gotta do that. Hold on. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. What? Whoa. Whoa, Okay, hold on. Because I've searched my name before, but I haven't seen, like, fan art. So, yeah, there's my, there's my YouTube channel. There's my AO3. There's a post I made on Reddit 3 years ago. I don't even have Reddit anymore. Why is that one of the things at the top? Let's see. One of the first things is one of Ricochet's drawings. That's it. Well, this was also drawn by Ricochet. In case y'all didn't know, my profile picture was drawn by Ricochet. I guess these are things that are shown in, because I have Ricochet's channels linked on my page, so those are the profile pictures for them. This is one of my other channels that's again linked in my page. This is not me. This is just some Redditor with the same name as me. Then I see, like, thumbnails. This, again, not me. I see mostly thumbnails. We've got this on a site called Notability. I didn't even know this site existed. Posted by Bill Cipher, #1 fan. Apparently I'm their favorite YouTuber. I love this YouTuber. They voice and pretend to be Bill Cipher. I don't know what you're saying about there being loads of fan art. Like, most of the stuff I see related to me is, like, stuff that's on my channel page. That's the only one I saw, but that is cool that whoever that person is posted fan art of me. Cherry asked, are you actually shipping BILLFORD secretly in your videos? Let me tell you something, Cherry. BILLFORD is my OTP. There's a reason I have 2 sprained ankles. It's because Bill fucking hates it that I ship BILLFORD. Like, literally, one of the ankles got sprained right after I made the thumbnail for 80s Ford Sim. The other ankle got sprained right after, maybe like a day or two after I paid $1,000 for the BILLFORD kiss. So, yeah, I shipped BILLFORD. I paid $1,000, asking, for a drawing of Bill and Ford kissing. I ship BILLFORD too much. I have 2 sprained ankles because I ship BILLFORD. It's not a secret that I ship BILLFORD. Sorry. I'm, like, actually kind of crazy over BILLFORD. My fucking phone wallpapers. My lock screen wallpaper is it's for charity drawing. And then my home screen wallpaper is the drawing of them kissing. Ah! I remember the first time Bill reacting to my submissions, he called me a howling void. I vaguely remember that void. Well, luckily Luckily, he sees you as, like, your own person now and what he actually likes nonetheless. Rather than, like, being reminded of his ex. Oh, bye, Twig. Thank you for being here for us, Voice the Investigator said. Thank you for being here for me, all of you. I went on my other device and searched it, and there was an entire yard of fan art. What browser did you use? Oh man, I remember the fucking mispronunciation. I think about that like every day. Well, maybe not every day, but every couple days I think like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I mispronounced Manalasa. Like, this is literally a thing that, like, it's just like one of those things that's like proverbially keeping me up at nights. Like, oh my gosh, I mispronounced Manalasa. Like, so I'm really glad that you found it funny. Maybe that can be like the like in-character explanation, is that he mispronounced your name on purpose because he knew you'd find it funny. That's what I'm gonna go with. And yeah, I saw the fan art you made, Manalasa. Thank you for that. Oh, bye, Watcher's Bane. But yeah, BILLFORD! Woo! OTP stands for one true pairing. It's like your favorite ship. Yes, Cherry, you are very observant there. Bill is trying to hide the fact that he still has feelings for Ford, but he's doing a terrible job at it. Y'all remember karaoke night? Sorry. I have an idea. What if we end off the stream with a reading of Karaoke Night? Alright. I wait till every live you do is over before I can run to the bathroom. I'm so sorry, BZ. We're gonna do the Karaoke Night reading first. And I have a little plan. So let me go on YouTube real quick. I have a plan. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna give you a little illustration for y'all to look at while I read the Karaoke Night excerpt. And I think a lot of you already know where this is going. Come on. Here it is. Alright, here. So y'all can look at this masterpiece while I read the Karaoke Night excerpt. And then I'll actually end the stream, because I've been going for so long now. I'm not even animating anymore. I'm just, like, talking to y'all, and somehow that's interesting. to the rest of you. Alright, karaoke night! Woo! BILLFORD, 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 BILLFORD. I got it! I got it! I got it! Wait, Zippy Coons, you've never seen the official BILLFORD kiss drawn in the charity live stream by Joe Pitt? Alright, it's time. June 15th. I was racing around the lab trying to catch a lock-body mantis. It had been unlocking doors in my house with its infernal key arms when I spotted the calendar. My stomach sank a bit when I realized it was my birthday. This day has felt odd ever since S and I parted ways. Even worse, I opened my door to find a pile of dead rats inexplicably left there, shaped like the word Ford. I have no idea who would do this. Have I made that many enemies in town already? This seemed as good a sign as any to skip the day and go to bed early. And who should I find waiting for me in my dreams but my muse? Did you like my present? It wasn't easy possessing that many rats. I was dumbfounded. He actually remembered my birthday? I tried to explain that his grasp on human customs was imprecise. How about I mix you a drink to make it up to you? It's called the myoclonic jerk, and it can get you loaded in your sleep. Salvador Dali loved him. I was flattered, but politely declined. I'm not much of a drinker. He said, I'll convince you tomorrow night. Ha! I doubt it. And now comes the hangover. Oh, the hangover. Please, I pray for this to be animated. I did see a really good animation of, it was Disco Girl. If you look up, like, Disco Girl BILLFORD animation, you should find it. And it was sort of like a recreation of the karaoke night scene to Disco Girl. Cherry, you flipped to karaoke night on the first try. That's so perfect. I'm not much of a drinker, proceeds to chug and get drunk. Well, for his muse, he was willing to do anything. Alright, let me see the rest of the chat real quick. People enthusing about BILLFORD. Yeah, we're all crashing out over BILLFORD together. I can't believe, though, that you had never seen the official kiss, Zippy Coons. This happened like 3.5 months ago. And I'm glad that this is your bedtime story, BZ. That's such a good bedtime story. Alright. Hold on, let me see. Maybe not such a good bedtime story after all. Maybe more like if you wake up, like if you need to wake up early for some reason and you're feeling all sluggish, read karaoke night and you'll be ready to start the day. So, alright. Not to danger stim. What is danger stimming? You fell off your bed. Yeah, maybe not a good bedtime story after all. But yeah, I hope you're okay, BC. I can't believe you hadn't seen the official kiss. Well, here you go. Anyway, time for the fun part. So this is when Ford was hungover. Let me read the last few lines again. I was flattered, but politely declined. I'm not much of a drinker. He said, I'll convince you tomorrow night. Ha, I doubt it. And then on the next page, I probably shouldn't be writing this down, but I had such a crazy... Wow, it was a night. And now it's morning? Still Bifer. He did a dream? Karaoke? And then one thing led to another thing? I can't believe he straight up wrote one thing led to another thing. Anyway, one thing led to another thing, and normally I try to sober, but he mixed a dream drink, and I just gotta say, look, it's just me and my journal here. I gotta say, this Bill guy, he's really got it all figured out. Also, the rats were his idea. I get it now. What a time. What a hangover. Gonna sleep whole day at aspirin, Stanford Pint. And then he presumably passed out. And there we have it. Karaoke night! Man, this is so cool. Like, it started as me, like, doing an art stream and then just, like, evolved into us hanging out. I did not at all expect this stream to go this way. I love BILLFORD gets my ankle sprained. That's my version of this. It actually happened twice. I've been wearing these, like, ankle support socks for months, and the ones I have actually currently have, like, the Bill colors. They're, like, yellow and black. Alright, let's see. I think Bill would be so angry right now if he was here on the stream. Yeah, I agree, Manalasa. He would be furious. He'd want to kill me. But yeah, it's just... I can't believe I didn't even realize BILLFORD was canon until a few weeks after I read the Book of Bill. Like, why am I so oblivious in that regard? You literally wrote one thing led to another. And in the context of being drunk, and, like, it's just... What did I think they did? Oh, man. That's amazing. I love BILLFORD. BILLFORD, BILLFORD, BILLFORD. I just get so hyped over BILLFORD. I think they did more than Kiss Void Investigator. I think they got Illuminati. Yeah, I'm tweaking out right now. Gets hit by the corpse train. Bill is gonna obliterate you for this. Worth it! And yep, BILLFORD is canon. BILLFORD. They're canonically X's! I hope break out a few bones after this. I hope he does, because it would be funny. But not until after Ricochet's birthday, but after Ricochet's birthday, I think it will be funny. I can't believe this is... I ship BILLFORD so much. I think this is the first time y'all are seeing just how much I ship BILLFORD. I am like fucking rabid over BILLFORD. The fact that I don't show this in my in-character videos goes to show that I'm a really good actor. Alright, let me catch up with the chat now one last time. I keep saying let me catch up one last time and then proceeding to do another activity. Bill killing me in my sleep after this. That would be funny. Yes, Illuminati. And yes, he's gonna come for us all now. Just I just when I said he's gonna come for us all now, the immediate next thought in my brain was, but not in the same way he came for Ford. Oh, what is wrong with me? I'm so unhinged. I'm so glad I'm in an office chair, because that means I can, like, stim by, like, spinning back and forth. I'm such a disaster for BILLFORD. Billa Bertha is chirping so loud now. Do you think Billa Bertha would ship BILLFORD? Oh yeah, I had forgotten about the scream I let out. Yeah, I know. The scream I let out during the BILLFORD kiss. Like when this was revealed and I let out that scream that I don't know if I'll ever be able to replicate. That was like probably the highest pitched scream I've made since I was like before my voice deepened. I need to calm down. Thank you, Daisy. I'm glad you think I'm an amazing Bill Cipher. I'm so sorry, Beezy. Rowan going manic over BILLFORD core. I really need to... Oh, I thought you were making a pun, Beezy. I thought you did that on purpose because you have to pee, but you're waiting for the stream to end. Alright, let me catch up with the chat. Hold on. Do you see the drawing of investigator throwing a card at a car at Void? Let's see. Based on a true story that happened in the stream. Oh, there it is! And it's Lightning McQueen. This is so unhinged, yet it perfectly summarizes the absolute chaos that happens in our chat. Amazing. I love your art, Manalasa. And yeah, we're all disasters for BILLFORD. You think the Gosling is gonna try to eat the BILLFORD? Honestly, that does make sense. Sometimes I can't even think of a stim fast enough to react, and I just have to kick the floor in pure stim energy and laugh a lot. Mood. Y'all heard a meow? I don't think that was a meow. That may have been my mom calling me for dinner. She's done that like a couple times in the last few minutes. Speaking of which, I really gotta go so that I can eat dinner and BZ can have his pedum. But yeah, as I end off the stream, y'all can look at this absolute masterpiece that Manalasa made. Chat core. Yes, this is chat core, and I love that this is chat core, and I also love that Weird Mageddon itself is chat core. Oh, hey Heart. This is a drawing Manalasa made based on an interaction that happened in the chat. If you go to her channel, you can see more of the context, which is here. But yeah, we have like quite the chaotic chat. Though unfortunately, Heart, you arrived right at the end. And yes, Zippy Coons, you have in fact become mood. I'll do the Bill outro in a moment. Y'all, should I make a video called Rowan404 Chat Core? Yes, that would be amazing. Please do. Anyway, I've been going for 3 hours now. I have to end the video now so that I can eat dinner, BZ can pee, and everyone else can do what they need to do. So, with that being said, remember, reality's an illusion, the universe, a hologram by gold. Bye!